got my pieces blasted. Oh, lift this thing over here. Should have scooted them all over. All right. Shake that out. All right, I went ahead and took my extractor. I've got my extractor right here. That's blasted. I went ahead and used this little basket so I didn't lose it. Your bolt carrier. I went ahead and bead blasted my bolt carrier here. Cleaned up real nice. One of the benefits of bead blasting these things like this is, well, it'll actually peen the surface slightly, so it'll actually hold a lubricant. That's one of the things it'll do. It'll also peen the surfaces and make it ride just a little bit smoother, as you'll see in a future video. Well, all right, we went ahead and blasted this thing. We blasted our bolt assembly. The bolt assembly is essentially done. We can go ahead and put that thing back together. We're going to hold off on that because we're concentrating on the polishing of this. So we're going to leave that there. Now you notice I've got a piece of tape on there. The only reason I've done that was to protect the stainless of the gas tube itself, or the gas piston. I didn't want that stainless to get any of the blasting on it. I wanted to keep it nice and shiny. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so that you can get an idea of what we're going to do. I'm going to chuck this thing up in my vise here. See if you can see that vise. Not quite. All right. Well, I've got some padded jaws over here. If I can find them amongst my pigsty. If not, we can wrap up in a rag. That's not that big a deal. Okay. Use this trusty old rag right here. You can wrap that around the piston because you can hold on to the piston that way. Actually, I want to use those rubber jaws if I can find them. Need a momento. Got everything out where I need to, except for what I need. Well, all right. Well, I've got a rag here. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to I wanted to have something I could protect the piston with. I just didn't want to chuck down on you just don't want to damage the piston. Now what you're going to need for this project is 3M, and actually if you've got a Harbor Freight in your area you'll be able to find these also. But 3M have got these little things called roll-on discs. And here's what they look like. They actually look like a little Scotch-Brite that you stick on your high-speed drill. Alright, get my air hose over here so I can work and find my, there should be. I've already got one on there. And what you're going to do, first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you got a set pair of safety glasses. These things are dirty as they can be because I'm a dirty pig. See if I can tilt that camera around just a little bit so you can get a better look at that. All right. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start, what you're wanting to do right now is you're actually going to deburr the areas that you're going to, that you don't want to get cut. You start out and all you're doing is just deburring the areas that are kind of sharp. And that's primarily the actual handle itself, the charging handle. Now, another thing that you can do is come right up next to the gas piston and start polishing. Now, if you're careful with this, you should be able to get a pretty nice shine we're not gonna, when I go polishing this thing, I'm not gonna go mirror shine. That's not what we're going for. All we're doing is giving it a kind of a luster. You don't want to remove too much material. We'll work on this thing for a few minutes. And then now on these flats here, you want to be very careful if you don't round. This is one of the things you want to pay attention to. These areas right here, they got nice flats and everything. You want to make sure that you don't round those edges because that'll look like a shoddy amount of work. All you want to do is give it a nice brushed appearance. A little closer. See if I can get a little. Now you can actually get, if you choose to, you can actually just polish the one side here because this side here is the only part that you're going to see in the gun itself. The rest of it's covered by the receiver covers and all that stuff. You can feasibly polish just the top and the side, this one side, if you so desire. Down in there. Now you can do this with a Dremel tool as well. I have access to air. So I like to use air because I have access to it. Now, these long strokes here, this is where you want to spend some time. You get a nice clean look to it and give that a little turn.